5 quick tips to help you improve your forehand. You don't need always to do 1, 2, play and finish, or you don't need to do 1 and do the loop here. You can do either 1, 2, play and finish, or you can do here, okay? You can prepare like that, or you can open also like that and then you play. You have different types of loops and preparations. The most important thing is to be early. So when the ball is bouncing on your side, at least the racket should be already here. Of course, you see professionals, sometimes the racket is still up, but if you are a beginner, the best reference is when the ball is bouncing racket here, okay? And then from here you can accelerate as much as you can, and the ball is always in and you can control more. This is the best way to improve your forehand. Also, when the ball is lower and when you move forward in the diagonal, it's much easier to do like that, okay? Because you are going low, so you keep the elbow up here, okay? You keep the elbow up and you prepare, and you are going forward, preparing your racket like that, okay? If you are going forward and the ball is a little bit more up, it's easier to keep also the head of the racket higher. And from here, you can accelerate the ball much simple. And talking about how to approach the net, you have 3 types of approaching the net. The first one is when the ball is low. You need to go low here and you jump. At the same time you play and then you do 1, 2 splits. If the ball is a little bit higher, you need to do here. Instead of this, close, like semi-open, a little bit more open, power on this leg and you jump. And then you go to the net, 1, 2 split. And when the ball is more outside of the court, you need to stop here, okay? This leg a little bit more in front of this one because you don't want to be pushed out of the court. So you need to power here and step inside of the court again and then recover. And again, after the approach, you need always to approach and do here, 1, 2, split step. If you want to add more top spin, when you finish, just try to do this here. In the end, you have the hand like that, pointing up, and your wrist like that. So basically you do this and try to finish in this position also. And also when you start, if you start learning, top spin is this angle here. Imagine you have the net here, and if you want to play more advanced and faster, you hit and you close the head of the racket. You can even put the head of the racket. This is to give more spin, and you can help with your legs, and you accelerate. This same position. When the ball is coming higher, okay, you are always in the same place. Imagine you are here, the ball is high, and you always do here. What you need to do is, the ball is here. If it was me, the ball is coming high, so I would come, step inside, and jump to the ball. For you as a beginner, it's really difficult. So what you need to do is, the ball is higher, you need to go fast back. The ball is higher. The first thing you need to do is like this step here, and you cross this, and you move fast. If the ball is too slow, you do this. Too slow, you still have time to step in again and move forward, okay? As a beginner, it's important for you to go back as fast as possible. And if you have time, you step in again and you go against the ball. It's always better to go against the ball than having the weight of the ball coming to you, okay? I'll show you again. The ball is higher, you do here and you jump, okay? You do this footwork, power here. If the ball is there, you need to go, the power is here, and then you jump. Or if you have time, you do this, you have more time, you go, and you play normal. But you need to play higher balls. One of the biggest mistakes you make as a beginner is to play close to the singles line here. Imagine you are playing, even if you play open stance, okay? And then you are going to the middle like this, shuffling all the way until the middle. You will take too much time to recover. And of course, if you go like that, you will lose time and all the court is open. When you play here, you need to play, okay? And this first step is always cross, and then you do this and split step. So you go here, you play 1, 2, split, okay? If you are closer to the middle, you can imagine play here, you do smaller steps, 1, 2, split. Or if you are too close, you can just play and then you do this and you are ready to play. But you always need steps to play. You need to do 1, 2 and recover. 1, 2, split, close stance, here, power, 1, 2 and then you recover. 1, 2, split. If you do open stance, you are here, you play and then you recover. 1, 2, split. Instead of playing and always going like that. 3 forehand grips for beginners, for intermediate level and for advanced level. Yes, I didn't change. This is the best grip for every single level. If you start and you change for Eastern grip, you can do it, but the chances of being beginner forever are bigger, so I would suggest always semi-Western grip. My grip is small. I don't have space between fingers. I don't have this space. I prefer. it's much more easier to accelerate the ball and to manage the wrist here, to do this more relaxed, okay? This is my suggestion for you. Take advantage of this and you will see a huge difference on your game. This. I don't have any space here. My grip is small, I prefer. It's easier to manage the racket and to accelerate, okay? And you can see here, this. I spread more my fingers here. Yeah, not like that, here. So instead of using this too much close, you can spread more. Here it's easier to manage and to accelerate the ball, okay? Here. My forehand courses are still available, so if you want to start learning the forehand from scratch, just buy the course level 1, and if you want to learn more topspin, more open stance, and the mindset is the course level 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye. And don't forget to subscribe and put like, because apparently the algorithm loves that, and we are in the mission to reach 100,000 subscribers. So thank you so much for your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.